Wow, hello my people. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Your wish has always been my command. Thanks always. Well, meanwhile, this is another one. Alright, this is another one. Okay. On this one it says trouble looms for Nnamdi Kanu as Tsunami eats Ipob mercenary leadership. Okay, tension may seem to have dozed down in Ipob on the surface, but a greater turbulence is still gathering in the inner circle of the rogue movement, according to investigation. Okay, L00M News had earlier reported about a feud between Mefo and Nnamdi Kanu, which escalated to a very serious war of words between the two. Sources who are very close to Ipob thus told our correspondent that the report of L00M News 2 weeks ago caused a very severe confusion in the proscribed movement. Kanu and other renegades were forced to invite Mefo for negotiations in order to avoid further hostilities and disgrace in the hierarchy of the movement. After a holistic closed-door meeting, Mefo was advised to pull down some of the controversial posts he made on his Facebook page, though this was after his conditions were met, a reliable source said. Nnamdi Kanu, who is running a salary-driven freedom-fighting movement, has been accused of being autocratic, arrogant, fraudulent, and crude by some of his comrades who now have a divided loyalty. Mefo's position in the rogue organization was saved after the report of L00M News was cited in some reputable forums that have been so critical after Ipob and what they represent. One of our sources said the one that infuriated Kanu the most was when the report was cited in DPA due process advocate. It struck so much fear and confusion in Kanu. Mefo, who has been so vociferous over a while, called for a change of approach and attitude among the members of the movement, but unfortunately his appeal fell to the wrong ears. Instead of resolving Mefo's outburst diplomatically, infinitesimal crews who are more concerned about their stomach tagged him a saboteur and called for his immediate expulsion. Perhaps understanding the gravity of collateral damage Mefo can inflict on the movement if eventually he is removed arbitrarily, Kanu was forced to bring him to a negotiation table. A lot of compromises were reached in order to assuage and neutralize the looming implosion in the organization. That was why Mefo subtly detected one of the posts he made describing himself a razor. Despite the peace deal that was reached at all have suddenly fallen apart as their African representative George Oyinbe, who command loyalty and respect in Ipob, has been disgracefully sacked from the organization. Kanu, after dismissing Oyinbe, described him as an idiot who was given a little opportunity to speak on the microphone but got carried away. Our dependable source also said that George Oyinbe is definitely loyal to Mefo and not to Kanu, while George Oyinbe in retaliation described Kanu as stupid and shameless if he should continue to initiate actions that will make Ipob members to die in vain. Oyinbe further said, "You are dancing naked in the marketplace, exhibiting your stupidity for all to see. In your mind, you think you can destroy me as you have destroyed so many, but we shall see to it. You are all yapping now. Pray that your fight will not be on the day when you are pregnant. I have told you before, you cannot disgrace me because there is no shame in the womb that gave birth to me. They threaten me that they will use Nigerian government to destroy me even when they are fighting for Biafra. They told me they will teach me how strong they are by the 7th of September 2020, and I am waiting for them. This is what they are doing. Let me help them create popularity for me. In the end, I will take them back 40 years behind their career. I have promised all of you before now, I will fight you in an environment you have not been before. I will fight you in an atmosphere where I will make you an alien. This is a promise, not a threat. But the truth is that the battleground will not be of your choosing. So if you think I will respond to you the way you are planning it in order to use my action to justify your fraud, then you are hallucinating. Very soon, I will broadcast on Radio Biafra Extra page or Biafra Watchman page. You better begin to report it to Facebook now. Before that time, you are predictable, which make it very pathetic. You think you can hide in diaspora and be using our lives as sacrifice on the ground here? Emeka Gift, the former national coordinator of IPOB in Ivory Coast and purveyor of fake news ad in the north of August, accused Uche Mefo and George Onyibe of planning a coup d'etat against the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu. He also said Mefo and Onyibe single-handedly hijacked the structure of IPOB in Africa, which has made the proscribed movement to witness multiple cases of insubordination from various quarters. Emeka's outburst was after Bright Chimeze Ishiwa had earlier asked Mefo to resign for divulging vital information to the perceived enemies of the rogue movement. A former ally of Kanu said since Nnamdi Kanu sensed the inevitable implosion that is about to crush his family-oriented venture IPOB into pieces, he has been jumping from pillar to post, appointing crooks and petty hustlers who will be subservient to his command and control Bal-Dadash to mount various positions in the movement. It is good to note that many who are working for IPOB presently does so because of the financial and other material gains attached to it, no sincerity of purpose and vision. However, investigation shows that IPOB is on the verge of drowning. Many are deserting the rogue movement after discovering how irresponsible and fraudulent the leaders have become, another source said. Well, there's been a lot of reactions on this one. It has been that now the leaders that were supposed to fight for the actualization of Biafra are now after making money for themselves. This is serious, and a lot of people have reacted to this on social media, and in fact the comments and what people have been talking about, it's not been so interesting at all. Okay, according to Zari has said that IPOB look like a cursed tribe. When will you ever unite and galvanize yourselves against such overt threats to your race? The enemy is at your door and you concern yourselves with irrelevant issues. Shame to Igbo leaders who cannot be bold enough to lead their people to freedom. Wow, that is serious. Meanwhile, a lot have been said so far on this one, but let me have your take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you have not done so. Thanks and God bless.